Hello viewers, today I am back with a dedicated video on requirement routine. Okay, in this video I can explain what is the purpose of the requirement type and how exactly it can be used in a real-time business scenario. So, as we know that requirement type is one of the fields in our pricing procedure and it can be used to control the condition types as per the enhanced business requirement which cannot be fulfilled with the access sequence. Okay. So apart from that, this can also be used to reduce the master data maintenance in a weekly level transaction if you think in that perspective with the benefit of this requirement type. Okay, for this I will take one real-time scenario that is GST. So let me just go to the weekly level transaction now. Okay, as we know that SAP has introduced to fulfill the GST functionality in the SAP system, with the different condition types like JOCG, JOSG, JOIG. JOCG, JOSG will be coming into the picture when a supply is made within the same state. So whereas this JOIG condition will come into the picture when a supply is made from one state to another state. Okay, so I'll just tell you how this requirement type can be used to reduce the master data maintenance in a volume perspective. So using the same common access tables. Okay, so let me take JOSG as a example for our scenario. So usually SAP provides us a solution with a key combination like country, plant region, customer tax classification, material tax classification, and receiving region and control code. Okay, I'll just go to the this combination. Okay, so for this I have to input the region from which the supply is made and the receiving state to which this supply is made. Okay, likewise, so let me take another combination as well. Okay, so we know very well that the GST percentage is decided on the basis of the HSN code, okay, which is assigned to the material. Okay, so as we have a single tax percentage according to the HSN code, so there's no point of maintaining the condition records on plant and plant region and receiving region, right? Because at the end of the day, the percentage will be remain same. Okay, so is there any way that we can achieve this functionality with the limited fields that we can have and with the same HSN code? So in this case, what is happening? You have to maintain a repeated master in the VK11 transaction with the plant and receiving region based. If 2020 and 2020 and the HSN code combination is having same percentage, whereas the plant region 30 and receiving region 30 and the same HS code again repeating with the same percentage. So is there any way that we can control to have a single control code based percentage and having a, state based control? Yes, we can do that using a requirement type in the pricing procedure. Okay, so in this case what is happening, you have to maintain the condition records the more states you supply. Okay, so let me show you another key combination which I prepared for our client's business need. uh, Let me go to this radio button again. So you have another radio button for the selection is country, tax classification of the customer and control code. So I'll tell you the reason for choosing this access sequence. Okay, this key combination because the usually this GST will be applicable only when the supply is made from the country India. So that is the reason why I have chosen the country as an input. Okay, then tax class of the customer. Okay, this has to be taken because the condition record population will be decided based on a tax classification that is assigned to the customer. Whether he is registered, we have to maintain 0 here. If he is not registered, we have to maintain 1. So whenever the customer is assigned with the 0 value, so it means he is liable to pay a GST, right? For that we have to maintain the condition records here. Okay, so let me take a 0 and let me maintain a condition record with a percentage. So what happens, I am just telling you with an example. Okay, so in this case what is happening, I can be able to maintain a tax percentage as per the HSM code, but not with the different plant key combinations. But when it comes to the result point of view, what happens, let's see. Okay, so for this I am maintaining JOSG as 6% here with the control code. Then I'll save it and go to the week 11 again to maintain JOCG access sequence, condition record. Okay, here also I'll go here and maintain the 0, and I'll use the same control code. I'll maintain 6% percentage, and I'll take OP. Okay, what happens here, if I maintain in the JOCG condition, also I'm maintaining a single record against a HSN code, but not like a standard functionality which is suggested. Okay, as per the plant requirement, right? So even I'll go to the week 11 transaction again. I'll maintain the condition record for JOIG. Okay, here I have to take the same values again. 0 HSM code is this, and I'll take for 12% because when a supply is made within the state, I have to take 6% for CGST and 6% for SGST. So when a supply is made to another state, I have to take the same HSM code along with the percentage 12%. Okay, so I'll take this record and I'll maintain here. Okay, so this is how we can maintain this condition record. But what happens in a sale order? Okay, I'll go and check. ZIOR is my order type, and I'll go to 100611 is my sold party. So I'll take one material SK10. Okay, I am just entering the order quantity here. I am pressing enter. So let's see what happens in a condition tab. I'll just maintain price here. Okay, I'll go up now. Sorry, it did not take. No, it has taken. Okay, so as you can see here, I have entered the PA00 condition with the required amount. But let's see why system has come up with the JOCG, JOAG as well as the JOIG, because these three conditions has met the access sequences requirement. Okay, because it has all the values which are required to activate this condition. But how it can be controlled as per the state. Okay, if the state is a differentiate, GYG needs to be populated, and if the state supply is made within the same state, JOCG and JOG needs to be applied. Okay, so this can be controlled using a requirement type in a pricing procedure. Okay, I'll show you how. So let me just go to the Vivo FM is a transaction to enhance the such type of functionalities, and can be used for the same for the pricing. Okay, as you know, this is the Vivo FM transaction. Okay, there we have your different options right here. So here you have to click requirement and see this pricing, right? So click here and you will be able to see requirement type. Okay, I'll just go down, I'll show you. So the requirement type 905 and 906 will be used for our requirement. Okay, we know that very well this custom routines can be started with the 900 series. So I have taken this as an example. So let's see, let us quickly get into this program and see what is there. Okay, so yeah, I am clicking on source code here. Yeah, now it has opened up, right? So this requirement says, this two lines of code says, if the supplying state and state and the receiving state is not equal to same. Okay, it means if the supplying region and receiving region is not same, so this condition has to be suppressed. Okay, this is how it is written here. Okay, it means when the supply is made from so and so region, and it is receiving region is so and so same, if it is not matching, so the conditions are to be suppressed. So where, how, I'll show you. Okay, so this is how it has been prepared. So this routine to be assigned to the intrastate conditions like JOCG and JOSG. So this will activate the condition records only when the supply state and receiving state are same. So under the interstate routine will activate the condition only when the supply is made from one state to another state. Okay, let me just take this and assign these 905 and 906 routines in the pricing procedure. Okay, I am going to my procedure ZSKPL. Okay, I'll open it up. These are my GST conditions for which I am going to assign a requirement type here. Okay, this is 905. So for interstate, right? So it is interstate GST condition type. I am using it, and for this I have to use the routine which is designed for activation of the interstate condition JOIG. Okay, so as you can see here, 905 has been assigned to JOCG JOIG condition types, and the 906 has been assigned to the JOIG condition type. Okay, let's see how it works in the sale order. I saved it. Okay, saving it. Now I'll go to the transaction VA01 and see how it works. So I am entering material and order quantity, and I just want to see the condition types reaction in the conditions tab. Okay, I'll input my price here. Okay, now this time it worked well. How can you decide whether the GST conditions are correctly picked as per the requirement? I'll show you. I'm just clicking on analysis button here, and I'll try to open up other requirement access sequence there. Okay, as you can see here, you have a similar states, right? Supplying region is same and the receiving region is same. It means the JOCG applicability is correct. In the same way, JOCG applicability is also same, right? Because the supply is made between within the same state, so it means this is a correct approach that SAP has the SAP enhancement has picked, right? So this is how system controls the condition types as per the business need. So this approach has reduced a lot of effort of the user to prepare the different combinations of condition records. Instead of that, straight away user can go to the HSN based percentages in JOCG, JOH and JOH conditions, and that can be control using the requirement type. I hope you understand the process and the purpose of it, and hope you like this video. and shining off.